Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into the world of supplement claims. We got this product, NeoGluco,
Right.
and it's marketed pretty heavily, I'd say, as a kind of natural solution for blood sugar problems.
Yeah.
So our goal here is really to see if the marketing buzz actually matches up with, the science.
And the buzz is significant. They're definitely targeting folks who are pre-diabetic or already diabetic,
Okay.
promising things like more energy, fewer sugar cravings,
The usual suspects.
pretty much,
Hmm.
better insulin sensitivity, stable blood sugar, even help with diabetic neuropathy. Big claims.
Those are big claims.
Yeah.
Life-changing, if true. Okay, so let's get into it. What's supposedly making this NeoGluco work? What's the formula?
Well, it uses a stack, like a combination, of fairly well-known ingredients in this space.
Uh-huh.
Things like cinnamon, berberine, chromium, alpha-lipoic acid, ALA, and gymnema. You've probably seen these around.
Yeah, those names pop up a lot. But, okay, the sources we looked at flagged dosage almost immediately. Is this a case where they list ingredients people recognize, but maybe not in effective amounts?
That's often the core issue, isn't it? There is some science on these things individually, but the effects can be, well, pretty small and very dose-dependent.
Right.
Like cinnamon, for instance, might help just a tiny bit maybe after meals. Berberine, that actually does show some promise in studies,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
usually at much higher doses than you'd typically find squeezed into a single capsule formula like this.
And chromium, I remember reading about that.
Very inconsistent results in the studies. Really depends which one you look at.
And ALA, that gets mentioned for nerve pain, neuropathy sometimes.
It does. Alpha-lipoic acid. But again, the results from trials, they vary quite a bit. And gymnema, maybe that helps curb sugar cravings a little.
Okay, so individually, some potential, but maybe weak or inconsistent.
Exactly. And here's the really critical point. While there's some research on the individual parts, we found basically no strong clinical trials looking at this specific combination, this NeoGluco formula itself.
Ah, so they're selling the idea of synergy, that the mix is better than the parts?
Without solid proof that the synergy actually exists or works as claimed, the overall effectiveness is just a big question mark.
Right, so you have this ingredient list with kind of shaky evidence, but the marketing sounds incredibly confident.
Way too confident.
Our sources highlighted claims that seem, frankly, detached from reality, like suggesting it can mimic insulin or fully stabilize blood sugar. That feels like it's crossing a line.
It absolutely does. And another thing to watch for is that tricky FDA language.
Ah, the FDA-approved line.
Exactly. Usually that just means the facility where it's made is registered with the FDA and follows basic manufacturing standards, GMP.
So the building meets code, basically.
Pretty much. It says nothing about whether the product itself has been proven safe or effective for treating anything. It's misleading.
And the most worrying part is any suggestion that this could replace actual medication prescribed by a doctor.
That's potentially really dangerous. A huge red flag. Always.
So on the practical side, does the product even exist? Can people buy it?
Oh, yeah. It exists. You can find it on places like Amazon. It gets delivered. You get a bottle with something inside.
But do we know if it works for actual users?
That's the problem. Real-world feedback, like verified user reviews, they seem pretty sparse, or you can't really verify them. Makes it impossible to judge if it helps people consistently.
Okay, so let's sum this up for everyone listening. What's the bottom line on NeoGluco?
Well, it seems it's likely not an outright scam in the sense that you order it, you get a product.
Right, a bottle arrives.
But the marketing raises some serious red flags. The claims seem really exaggerated compared to the limited, often inconsistent evidence for the individual ingredients.
And there's no solid evidence for this specific formula working as advertised.
Correct. So caution is definitely key here. And it absolutely should not be seen as a replacement for proper medical advice or prescribed treatments. Talk to your doctor.
Definitely. So, thinking bigger picture, this whole situation raises a question, doesn't it? Given that we know results for many common blood sugar support ingredients are inconsistent on their own, how should you, the consumer, really weigh these marketing claims about special synergistic formulas when the proof only exists for the individual parts, if at all?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Something to really think about next time you're looking at these kinds of supplements.